Hey, 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 I am live. Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my Sunday night live stream chat, my YouTube super chatty thing here. Took a day and a half off, really rested, prayed, meditated, did some shamanic healing work, whatever you want to call it. So I'm back, ready for another recording week through Drawing the Circle Productions YouTube channel. And excited, going to start the Path of True Love readings for the rest of May and into June. 7-card draw, I'm calling it. It's cool, pretty cool. This situation that we're in with upload times and everybody on the internet has made me think outside of the box and shuffle the cards a little differently, so to speak. So I'm well rested, very chill, lovely day, and thought we would breathe together and talk a little bit about everything we need, briefly. So as you jump in the room, just say hi. I'm wondering, doesn't say that. Just somebody definitely type something so I know that the chat thing is working. One time it gave me the message that it wasn't, but then another time I noticed people were in the room and they couldn't chat. So just let me know. Cool. I asked some of you to come along and have a drink with me, but I will just be drinking water tonight. It's fine. Because I'm going to start recording in the morning-ish. I actually have a 1 p.m. client, so I usually start after the client to do the recorded videos. Hey, there you are. Hey, Mackie Haas. Mackie Haas. Hello, AM. I am. Hello. So when I put breathing in the title, we're going to do some breath work, but I want to do it a little differently this time. We'll set up the parameters when we get there. So it might be even before the meditation. We'll futz around with it, talk about it a little bit in the chat. Cool. Good evening, Donna Bella. Bella, Donna Bella. I am so nice and relaxed. I did pray a lot. I did sleep a lot. I didn't watch as much TV as I thought I would on my day off, but I cleaned house. It wasn't just housework. Like, I actually am making rooms better. I wouldn't call it renovation out now, but moving some things around, getting the feng shui and all shui feng, if you know what I mean. Hello, Winter Rose. Hello. I'm so glad we could all show up and hang out on a Sunday night or whenever you're watching this. Because I know that these chats are helping me a lot, and I know they're helping other people too, to feel connected in some of the topics that the divine gives me to talk about, because they know if they give me just a couple of words, I can go for an hour. Because they just pass around my crown chakra like it's open mic night. Like every night's open mic night, at least in the evening chats. In the morning ones, maybe not so much. So how is everybody? See, that's the thing. Happy Memorial Day. It's not a day of happiness. It is a day of grieving and a day of mourning, right? We could talk about that too. Oh, and the moon's in Cancer, which I thought maybe we should talk about. I thought maybe just as a possibility for the empaths, considering what's going on the planet, and it's Memorial Day, that perhaps we might want to talk a little bit about the empathic aspect of that. Just input, just to glance, scratch the very tippy tip of that iceberg, so to speak. Had to watch the intent talk again because we were all distracted. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's okay. It do happen, and that's why I like the live chat format. Like, I've watched a few of them. You can't watch back everything that you do. You don't get as much done, right? So a lot of this is just eyes forward, keep going. but you know, I enjoy the spontaneity of it. I am so used to I mean, I've been a spiritual teacher in front of crowds, rooms full of people, right? You know, for decades and decades, and it's just funny that I made this transition into this before the rest of the world kind of sort of had to follow suit. It's just now the technology is better and different and all of that. And I'm going to grow with it as video platforms expand. You know, if there was a way to like safely do Zoom and get paid for it, you know, that could be monetized in a way that works and could, then I would do it. I would do it, and I would teach that way. But all here from my thing. Just the thought I've been thinking about. Cool, cool. You're all very, very quiet today. Oh, but the moon is in Cancer, so that might have a touch to do with it. Plus, people know we get settled in until we hit that 11:11 moment, which I have to talk about in a way, in a roundabout way. It might be confessional night. I'm having a lot of archangelic experiences. And in a way, some of which I already knew, but presented in a different way. So thanks for doing them. You're welcome. Blessed be. Blessed be. I'm feeding my sourdough starter as I listen. Well, there is a sentence that not only have I never heard or read before in this life, but I didn't know how it would fill me with delight as much as it has. And that's not even sarcastic. I'm feeding my sourdough starter as I listen. Wow. You romantic schemer, you. Oh, we're off to a fun start tonight. I've got the Hera ring on. Watch out. Her Majesty is in court. Yes, Hera, Hestia, and Hecate all share the throne of Cancerian, and they don't mind because they get to do other things when it's not their phase. But Hera's pretty much there all the time. Yeah. Hi, Grace. Hi. How are we on time? It's only 11:04. Like, we don't necessarily have to get too serious tonight. I mean, the moon's in Cancer, I know, but we kind of need to kind of just address some things. Nothing with the group. Everybody's fine. Nothing with the chats. Like, you know, none of that. But, you know, the empathic part of a Cancerian moon of the Memorial Day. I mean, if you're in the United States, I don't take for granted that absolutely everybody who watches my channel is from the United States. But if you're here for it and you're an empath and, you know, you're already feeling some grief and sadness, just remember that there's respect, acknowledgement, and welcoming those feelings to get us through it. And the breath is going to absolutely help if we're feeling a lot of that for a lot of people. I have my own experiences of being at Fashion Week during 9/11. No, not the original 9/11, but subsequently years afterwards. We can even talk about that. Yeah, it's the Pisces moon swimming around that is just insane. The migraines that I used to get. Hi, hello. Hello, Autumn Phoenix Gypsy. Hi. How are we doing on 11? We got 5 minutes before we make our wish, set our intention, whatever. And I really want to go right into the prayer, if you don't mind, because there's a lot of things that are going on that I don't have to talk about all of them. But I'm going to ask for the guidance and grace as I always do. That's the where you would have me go part of the prayer that you hear me say. Like, where do you want me to go with this? Hi. Everyone just breathe while we're waiting. I mean, unless usually like D will pop in all of a sudden, it'd be like, huh, and she'll have like a Blondie reference and we'll laugh. But this is our schmooze time. I do enjoy our schmooze time. Hello. Secret handshake. I think the last thing I need is a fan club, don't you? Do you think it's better that we're just like a community? I just think it's so much better, so much easier. Hey, Mark, just got back from streaming with Chris. Oh, well, that's good. We could talk about that privately, though, one would think, but good. I hope all went well. Let me broadcast in your stuff. You see there, I was such a Virgo, legs crossed, confidentiality. Yep. And plus I have the 3 candles of the Maiden Mother and the crown with me. Let's watch my tongue. Shall it be taken from me mid-speech? Water apple trail mix, trying to do better. Okay. All right. Water apple trail mix. Trying to do better. Okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just, it's okay. It's okay. 11:08. This is like the longest have we suspended time. Woo! Super chat. That's stunning. Thank you so much, Maggie Haas. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate the super chat. You know, they do like, it's slightly prostitutionary that it makes me as happy as it does. But it does. And it's okay, right? It's okay. It's fine. That's what it's set up for. Well, maybe not the absolute delight I get at it. I mean, the idea of someone pitching money at me, even virtually, is it's troubling. I wouldn't say it's just troubled. There's some trouble there, perhaps. Oh, good God. That really just cracked me up. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Hello, Mama B. Mama B. Yes, the moon is in Cancer. Well, you know, you can always trust me to let you know why, because I keep my nose and my eye on the moon. Just to know what the weather is. It's the only thing that changes that quickly is the moon. And don't explain a lot some days. Yeah. But I am doing really well. I had a lovely day and a half off. I worked a good chunk of Saturday, and I was going to take some of those videos that I published on Saturday and publish them today on Sunday, and I just said, forget it, just put them all out and take tomorrow off. So I did. That's exactly what I did. What is your ascendant? I am Leo rising. I know, it's so hard to tell. Mars conjunct Leo rising, just for that extra little high. Yeah. Oh, that's my era. Oh, good God. All right, we've got 1 minute until our wish, and just once we wish, we're going right into the prayer, because I got some stuff I want to talk about, and it feels like we got enough of us in here, so we can do this. Okay. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Let's do this. Someone to be. And so it is. Now, welcome. I am your host for tonight, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and very, very, very happy to be talking with you all tonight. Let's do an opening prayer. There's a lot to talk about, but we'll see what gets said and in what order, shall we? Please get yourself comfortable. Like I said earlier, if the word breathing is in the title, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna move, and wasn't that Susan Powder? Stop the insanity. You gotta breathe, you gotta eat, you gotta move. Well, right now we're just gonna pretty much breathe. But we're gonna do something a little bit different throughout. So please get yourself comfortable. And I'm going to say this over and over, and it's safely comfortable. And no matter what breathing patterns I do, you have to do what's right for you to do. So don't try and keep up with me. I'm going to be doing perhaps some rhythmic breathing acrobatics at some point as spirit guides it to be so. So I really want you to make the promise to yourself and to me to just be cool and safe. And if by chance you get dizzy, breathe normally, right? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Cool, cool. Not that we're going there right now, but I'll say it a few times. Shall we? Everyone, please take a nice couple of deep breaths. We're going to hand this one over. So listen to your own breath. Let it carry your attention inward. The flow of your breath into and out of your body. As you come home, Cancerian moon, home inside your own body, home inside your own skin. That you settle in. That you breathe in everything you need. And you breathe out everything you don't. Just for now, very simple. You breathe in everything you need. You breathe out everything you don't. Don't even got to think about it much. Just got to breathe. Got to breathe anyway. Just make it deliberate. Breathe in everything you need. Breathe out everything you don't. And from this place, I offer this prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is. We surrender this time spent together to you. May it serve your purposes. Because we are here only to be truly helpful. We are here to represent you who sent us. So we don't have to worry about what to say or what to do, because you who sent us are directing us. So we are content to go wherever you wish, knowing that we do not go there alone, and that we will be healed as you teach us to heal. Please show us what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom, that we may breathe, that we may be, that we may receive all that we need that is already given us in every inhale, in every moment, whether we know it or not, for the well-being of all. May our breath be blessed. May all breath be blessed for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. And as you're ready. Hi. It's just stunning. Element of air into element of water. That's what today was. Gemini Moon. Then, what was it, till 7:09 a.m. to 7:09 p.m.? So bizarre, void of course. Here we are, and very happy to have had the day off, but wanted to say hi. Okay. Oh, you were helping me. Gotcha. Oh, and the nosy, dozy. So, look, some of you might have noticed over the past couple of days, the Archangel the Archangel Uriel thing coming through. He even posted a picture of my ample chest hair wearing my grapevine pentacle pentacle with the lion and the grape. Yeah, the repetition of the name I am Archangel of Lyons is I'm Archangel of Lyons. I'm Archangel of Lyons. I'm Archangel of Lyons. Just kept happening. So yeah, there's a lot going on. So just wanted to share that tonight. In other words, tonight's chat is brought to you by Archangel Uriel and Archangel Ariel, because I'll tell you the story if you want to hear it, but it all ties into the breath thing. So just wanted to see where everybody is. Good, good, good. All right. I'm going to fast track this. Give me the words. Okay. When in the early 90s, when I was in my early 20s, before I was married to my first husband or met him, I hung out with these two women, and the three of us were called the witches. That's all we were known as. We were our own coven. We called ourselves the trolley line witches, whatever. It was a long time ago. And during that time, I had what was called an angelic awakening. I was in a car accident. It wasn't bad. My head went forward into the glass of my red Jeep Wrangler, 1990 something. I love that car. And when I came back, my eyes open, and the glass was perfectly cracked symmetrically in the shape of an angel, like halo, head, wings, gown, the whole 9 yards. That started me on the whole angel thing, which, by the way, was very hot in the 90s. Do any of you remember the New Age 90s and the absolute deluge of angel everything everywhere for a good solid 8 years, I'm pretty sure. Because it was intense. Well, long story short, I came across the book, The Starborn, A Remembrance for the Awakened Ones by Solara. Now, I know it's the name of a Toyota now, which I think is just hysterical and fitting all at the same time. But I ended up working for her at one point. But it was reading that book that I got my angelic name through the process that she also had in her book, Invoking Your Celestial Guardians. And Starborn, the book, it was a bit more involved. I was her personal assistant for a while. It's a very long story, the New Age 90s. Just wait until my autobiography of my career comes out. That will be a hot one. But needless to say, the name that I got was Elastariel, E-L-A-S-T-A-R-I-E-L. It means the shining star of Ariel, of the Archangel Ariel. And what is the Archangel of Ariel of? Well, of one thing, she's the Archangel of Lyons. I'm Archangel of Lyons. Elastariel, the shining star of Ariel, who is the Archangel of Lyons. Those two pieces of information came quite separately from each other over time. So I'm an angel. I mean, we all are, but like this stuff is back. It's like, so what I was going through in the 90s, started having a revisitation anyway. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. Anything during the time that we're in kind of makes sense. So, so that ties into the breath thing. Everybody with me so far? Any questions? You with me? Because it is the most tinfoil hat woo-woo thing in the world to talk angel names and celestial incarnation and the 1111 to that extent. And honey, I was soaking in it. All right. That's what was available at the time. Okay. Essentially, what an archangel is an arc of angels. What's an angel? The higher self, who's somebody currently incarnate on planet Earth, or a soul that is not incarnate on planet Earth. The variation and definition is wide. I should say the variation of definitions is wide, but essentially the word angel means shining messenger or messenger of light, messenger of truth. I'm good with that, right? Original Hebrew, that's the meaning. So when you think of like an Archangel Michael, like maybe there's one head that's actually named Michael, right? Like the Archangel, but then the rest are sort of like the legions of. And I am what's then called a Urielite. I mean, technically an Arielite, but she's the partner of Archangel Uriel, one of the major four, the angel of the earth, and she's the angel of nature, essentially the angel of pagans. And I kind of really love that. It's like I'm the dirty angel. I'm in the legion of the dirty female and the earth angels. Earth angel, would you be mine? That's why I'm so much fun. That's what I'm saying. That's the Dionysian thing too. Oh yeah, they talk about Archangel Ariel and the fairies. I'm like, oh great, I got to deal with them too. Huh? An entire species, genus, let alone species. Good God. So there. So the archangelic stuff has been flowing, and I've been thinking of putting up some of the Angels and Archetypes workshop that I did a couple of years ago. It's all up on Vimeo, just taking out maybe some of the prayers and meditations and putting them up next. I don't know. We'll see. But how that came was over these last few days of particular, not just breath work, but in tandem with something that Matt Kahn said in his last video. You with me? Okay. So the reason why this is entitled Breath, Breathing, and Everything We Want is that the concept that he put forth in that video, one of the many, but the one that shook me to the point where I took what he said to heart and suggested doing something that he suggested to do, that my experience of it is just deeper. The ego is just wrestles with what I'm going to say, even within myself. But yet, that's what the ego does. The soul knows this is absolutely the truth. We always have everything that we need in the moment. In every moment, we always have exactly what we need. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from New York. I'm like, really? Really? Everything? Well, there's what we want, and there's what we need. And let's face it, we have a skewed vision, both of what we need, right? Food, clothing, shelter. My mom always said were the three essentials, and she's right. I have food, clothing, shelter. I have breath, right? Breath is a big one. Every breath you ever need will be given to you, not just in this life, but every other life, right? So here we are in this global situation, really having to evaluate what we actually need. And believe me, want, oh, I could write books about what I want. We all could. But apparently wanting it doesn't make it come any faster or slower. It comes when it's supposed to come. Manifests when it's supposed to manifest. We're not in charge of that. I think what we're going through right now really should put all the magical practitioners, regardless of culture or background or training or teaching, into that place of, oh yeah, right, well, there is that whole divine timing thing that we're not in control of down here, right? The when, the how, was never under our control. That's why I've always said it's spelled casting, not spelled strangle the crap out of, right? You got to actually let it go. So this thing that everything that we need, we are given, we have everything we need in every moment through the breath. That it's through the breath that we begin and experience, that we really are given everything that we need in that moment. The inhale is the divine feminine, bringing it in, the yin, bringing in the yin. The exhale, the divine masculine, the yang, the God force, blessing. So not just taking that chi, prana. I mean, in Sanskrit, prana means both breath and spirit, right? That's pranayama, the breath work of yoga, right? Bringing everything that we need and releasing everything that needs to go in that moment. And that can be physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We're not in control of it. But when we want and want and want and want and want, without acknowledging that everything we actually need in this present moment to help us heal, grow, learn, become the best that we can be. And that might be in our relationships or lack of relationships, or money or lack of money, or opportunity or lack of opportunity. That's where the ego comes in and wrestles that and says, well, if this is, there are homeless people going through this. Everybody's got, so that's an easy argument. I mean, that is such and one that I, of course, allow my ego to wrestle when it comes up. But the truth is I did what Matt Kahn suggested. And as a spiritual practice, it was more of an experiment. For periods of time, I set aside my wants and my desires. Like, almost like I did it in like a pink bubble thing without all the visualization. I said, here, just take them. Just take them. I think that we did that in the last stream here as part of the meditation. Just the feeling of wholeness, the feeling of I have everything I need right in this moment with me. The more I got comfortable with it, the more I was alerted to moments where that was exactly the case. Even just sitting with my kitties, and they were all just sitting 1, 2, 3, like exactly one facing this way, one facing this way, one facing this way. And I was looking right over all of their heads, right out the bedroom window. I was just like, I have everything I need is right here in this moment. And it was healing. It was healing. It brought tears to my eyes in gratitude, a lot of it. So that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. And in tandem with that, I wanted to try a little something different with the breath work. If you guys want to give it a shot before we actually end on a meditation, because it might like rev us up really, really, really high. And I don't want to set you loose on that. I don't want to give you an opportunity to ramp it down. So we good? Everybody in on this? How's the sourdough? Is the sourdough rising? Great name for a band, though. Sourdough Rising. Although, the gluten issue. Let's not talk about the gluten issue. All right. So just giving you guys a minute to reply, respond, react. Yes, it's Fed. My starter's name, by the way, is Vincent. We are of the same star cluster, you and I. I've named every lasagna I've ever made. Lola, Loretta, it's Larry, I've done it. I've done it. Bolognese, Bella Bonnie, Bartholomew Bolognese. Yeah. Not always alliterative, too. That's wonderful. That's very wonderful. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Wim Hof for you guys full out, but here's the thing. Don't do it with me unless you know what you're doing. I've been doing this every day, several times a day since January 20-something. Am I an expert? No. Am I certified in anything to do this? No. Do I love this thing and love sharing it with people who are interested? Yeah. Am I trying to proselytize it? Well, you can't say pushing it down someone's throat so much as pushing it into someone's lungs. No, but it works for me. And as a spiritual teacher, I teach by example and I share what works for me. And I think if we all just do that, this world will be a better place. We'll just be, the whole world will be taken over by spiritual teachers, because I mean, the life coaches can't have all the spotlight. I had a feeling the Cancerian, the Queen archetype. Shall we dance? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Wim Hof. I can do it like this easily. I've done it before. But a couple of things I want to tell you before I do this. And if somebody jumps in the room, is like, what's going on? You can just say, just watch, right? So the first thing that's going to happen, I don't count the breaths anymore, but I do the cyclic breath, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, because I let the angels breathe it through me. I kind of, when I do that prayer that I did, it's like, take over, you do it, until I get like a certain signal. Like when I'm shuffling the cards, like that same intuitive boom, now, right? And then what I'll do is I'll exhale, and then I will hold that exhale out in what's called a retention. Now, usually you think of retention like, oh, I'm retaining water, right? No, this is a retention out, not a retention in. And I've been able to go 4 minutes. I doubt I'll be doing that tonight. I can do 4 minutes on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, but not at the end of the day. After a certain amount of time, when the hypoxia gives me a certain biological symbol I look for, a little signal in the brainstem, I will inhale. You will then watch me cross my eyes and look up, shooting the Kundalini up into my third eye, and then whoom, bringing the air back down into the lower part of my rib cage to just ground it and center it. And it must be something interesting to watch. But the deal is if you are breathing in your own breath pattern, don't have to Wim Hof with me unless you've been Wim Hofing and that's your gig and that's your deal and you can do it with me. That I can't stop you anyway. I'm just saying, here is my statement that I'm saying here. Don't do this sitting in water. That's the big one. Don't do it driving any kind of vehicle or anything like that. People have been known to pass out during it, but I never have. It would be really funny if tonight was that night, but in which case, hey, it'll be good TV. That's commitment. So we've got time. Let's do this. I'm gonna crank out a few rounds. So everybody understand, you don't have to like do what I'm doing. You can find your own breath. But the thing is that we're going to be doing what? The focus is I'm breathing in everything I need right now. So whether you do it, Divine Mother inhale, Divine Father, like however you do that, you just do you. And I'm going to channel the juice. And it's a water burp. I think I'm allowed to have a water burp on YouTube. It's not like it's dinner, shall we? Let's see what happens. Cross your fingers, then uncross them because you don't want to do that with breath work. My eyes will probably open and close. We'll see. Breathe. You all had to just feel some of that. Take a nice couple of deep breaths, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. I think one of those was just about enough, young man. Ooh. Hey, 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 just type in. Just type in something so I know you're still here. The wave of Archangel Uriel, Angel Grace. Oh my God, I totally sound like I'm from Southern California. I'm not. I'm from New York, I swear. I was wicked. Oh my God, that felt so amazing. I know I'm probably not the best advocate on planet Earth for anything of that nature, but I am saying it works for me. Everybody loved that. That was kind of cool to watch. Like, so you got the, like, that's essentially it. That cold showers and yoga essentially is what I'm getting out of it. I've been doing it for months now. And by the way, I'm working out. I look good. I'm not gonna, I mean, I could Jennifer Beals a little bit, but that's about as far as I'm going to go on a Sunday night because, you know, ethics. Not that I have that many of them left. Hi, Laura Whitson. Hi, hi, hi. Lauren Whitson. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I'm always amazed at how it feels after taking the breath after the routine. I know. I'm hooked. But you know what? If I'm going to be, what are we going to do? Like Breathers Anonymous, BA? What is hello? My name is Mark, and I am a hypoxia addict. No, it can't stop me. You can do it in my bedroom. You can't watch me all the time, man. It'll make you feel good. That is a very specific reference from the 80s and the 90s. It'll make you feel good. Leave it alone, Mark. You know how far you can go with YouTube and how you can't. Oh, you want to do another round of that? All right. Twist my retention breath. You ready? Let's do another one. I said I would do 3. If we go over midnight, who cares? If you're down for it, if you got to jump, you got to jump. It's all good, right? But now here, if you're going to do this, like I said, not whatever. The intention with every inhale, here, make the intention every inhale. With every inhale I take, known or unknown, I'm breathing in everything I need right now. Like not everything I'll ever need, but everything I need for right now. So let's do this. All right. So every breath I take, known or unknown, intentionally or unintentionally, I breathe in everything I need right now, in the now. Everything I need. I need to burp, so I'm going to say that's okay. Right? Let's do this. I love this. Breathe. That's why I do the Wim Hof. Almost fanned myself with a lighter. How y'all feel? Hi. As if I change shape. Shapeshifter, mutable earth like Virgo. Yeah. Well, I'm breathing in all my dimensional selves and whatnot. So not just that, your pupils are probably like tuning into different quantum variations or whatever. When I hang out with my friend Mark Wendland, Tony Award-winning set designer, because he tells me to say it every time I mention his name. So he will yell at me. He says, "Stop changing. Your face is changing." I'm like, "I'm just sitting here, dude." But he's a Scorpio. He sees that kind of thing. It's like, "Stop making your face change." It's like, Maiden Mother Crone. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. Wasn't that lovely? I mean, look, if you guys don't mind, we could do one more. But this time I want you, if you can remember, and if you don't remember, it's fine. Right? So on the inhale, you're breathing in everything that you need. Right? On the exhale, of course, you're letting go of everything that you don't. That's the yin and the yang of breath. Because remember, it's breath, space, time, rest, scissor out, lip shifter. I love that so much. That's never gonna die. That's interwoven now into my musical theater PTSD. Watching Fosse Verdon last year nearly killed me. Oh my God, it was so good. So here's the thing. Yes, I did. I drank the water. It's my own rule. That's why when it's safe for Anthony to come and hang out and spend the night on, that he can watch me and we can do this and we can get drunk. But I'm not doing it unless I have somebody here. I need a monitor because I'm 52, going to be 52 years old. It's just not the wisest thing to do. So here's what we're going to do. Remember, if you can, on the inhale, it's the yin, Divine Mother, bring it in there. She's giving you everything you need. The Divine Yang, the Divine Father. We're talking about fathering ourselves, right? So that Divine Masculine, just letting go of anything that does not serve us anymore in that moment. And then on the exhale, I have everything I need. Like, that's what I'm doing. I am acknowledging in this moment, I have everything I need, because it's even down to like, you've hyper oxygenated and alkalinized your blood. So you don't need to breathe in those moments. But please do this safely. But that is like, because what else are you going to do? You're trying to relax your body as much as you can in the external, the exhaled retention. So to have a little mantra or something to slow you down and relax you is a good one. It's just like, so I am grateful for having everything I need right in this moment. There's like, cool. So just some suggestions, shall we? One more, and then we'll call it a night. But I want to hear your feedback at the end anyway. Here we go. Sorry, I just had to adjust my junk a little. I am wearing stretch denim. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Ground. Allow this feeling to just move through you as you become aware of your physical body. And as you're ready, let me know you're okay. Just type a little something. Tip me if you like. This is probably very unfair. To get you here in this place of euphoric breath, please tip him. Tip your witch. Throw a coin at your witch. Now most of your witches you ain't gonna do it anyway. I respect that. Oh, it was lovely, lovely, lovely. I am just filled to the rim with brim. That felt so wonderful. It feels so good. That's why I do it several times a day. Yeah, well, it beats cigarettes, apparently. Not that I wouldn't eat a pack of American Spirit Yellow right about now, but no, I'm fine. Well, thank you, Donabella, for the 222. This is sort of like my own toot or boot, isn't it? And if you don't know what I mean by toot or boot, why are you watching my channel? Fashion photo review. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I know I had a thing for Raja. I did. And then it was actually her hair. That was unfair. She's married. Fine. I'm saving myself for Katya Zamolodchik. Ekaterina Petrovna Zamolodchikova. But your dad just calls her Katya. How y'all feel? That was good, huh? Now, wouldn't you say your batteries are recharged, that you got everything that you need for right now? I'm telling you. Not even as a spiritual practice. as just something to try every now and again. Like, all right, for the next half hour, I'm just going to forget what I want. I'm just going to lay my wants and desires to the side and just notice what happens. And notice that your ego is going to resist it like crazy, but breathe. Breathe. Just try it. It's sort of amazing, this sense of wholeness that's always there, but because you want something, you're waiting, and it didn't happen all at once for me. But I'm getting archangelic reminders, so I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna say, yeah. So I am back to work tomorrow, big time. I'm starting the 7-card draw reads for the Path of True Love. I like calling them that, 7-card draw. It's a form of poker. But only 6 decks. We are going to be using the Healing with the Angels Oracle. We're going to be using the Mythic Tarot. We're going to be using, of course, the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Why draw cards unless the Daughters of the Moon Tarot is in there? And of course, you're going to get a Healing Mantra deck card. And of course, you're going to get Whisper of Love. But you say, Mark, what's the 6th deck? Well, the 6th deck is the Love Pack, which why it's 7 cards is because I put all the womp-womps here and all of the grace, the luck, and the healing cards in here. So you're going to get one of each, so that you know what's going to happen on the Path of True Love, at least in terms of general trajectory, all 12 signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and plus I'll do a daily read in the morning for you all. Why? Because I'm the fun YouTube witch who does this kind of thing, apparently. And a little buzzed from that breath work. So I'm going to go pop out my contact lenses. I've got a busy day tomorrow. I've got readings to do. I've got a client tomorrow. So thank you for the opportunity to hang out and chill. My hair is having a lovely, lovely day. Let's hope it makes it into tomorrow. Otherwise, thank you so very much for your participation tonight. I love you all so much. And thank you so much for the super chats, everybody. I'm going to go to bed-ish. Hail, farewell, blessed breath, and blessed be. Good night.